What is up, guys? It's me, BloodyMonster, and I'm again back with another video for you guys. This time it's going to be part 9, I think. Yeah, part 9 of BAD Cup 3. So in this one, we are going into the winners brackets semi-final and the winners bracket final. So not the grand final, guys, because the grand final will be between the winners bracket finalist and the losers bracket finalist. But I want to cover these games, and with that, I want to make a little bit of a recap. We went through the quarterfinals last time. If you guys don't want the spoilers, or you haven't watched any of the videos before, God, I messed that one up. Whatever. If you don't want spoilers, guys, go and watch the other ones. If you don't care or you have already watched the other ones, I'm going to remove spoilers in 3, 2, 1, bam. Okay, let's get into it. So, Blast versus Master Yoba. I definitely think Blast had a chance in game 2. He looked more convincing, more like he was actually trying. But overall, I just think Master Yoba was way too solid. Like, it was just too hard for Blast to actually deal with him. Master Yoba looks scary, and it doesn't matter if he plays Orcs, it doesn't matter if he plays Necrons, he looks disgusting. Now, as far as I remember, I don't even think he has played Orcs a single time, which is actually low-key hilarious, but trust me, guys, you guys already know who Master Yoba is. He's a disgustingly strong Orc player. In fact, like, I think Master Yoba can play pretty much anything. The only race I haven't seen him play is Dark Elder, and he's good with everything. So, really strong player, but especially Orcs and Necrons is something he's really good at. I think, however, that he's going to play Orcs this time because he's going up against Sir Sork. And Sir Sork, he just played against Araxia. Araxia, I felt like Araxia definitely tried. I just think Sir Sork was just so stupid good in the early game. I also think some of the map choices was a little questionable, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, Araxia, he was struggling a lot, especially in terms of his economy. He had a better chance game 2. I think game 1 was just too rough for him. So yeah, which is crazy, by the way. Araxia is down in the losers bracket, so Sork kicks him out kinda convincingly, to be honest. And so this matchup right here, Master Yoba versus Sork, that's gonna be fire. Then we got a very interesting one because Tornado, he lost to Frenetic. And I felt like Frenetic, a thumbs up to your performance, dude. That was fire. I think Frenetic played really well against Tornado. I think he forced Tornado to do a lot of mistakes. I also think Tornado probably had some of his worst games in this tournament so far. He did a lot of mistakes that are like small mistakes that just accumulates to bigger mistakes. So yeah, I think Tornado actually did a lot of things right. I just think Frenetic was so aggressive, and it punished Tornado in the moments of weakness. And so some timings were really good from Frenetic, especially in game 2. So yeah, Frenetic moves on. That was really good. Tornado is down in the losers bracket. I'm actually shocked by that one was a 2-0, but yeah, that it is what it is. And this one, this wasn't even close. It was never going to be close. Necrons versus Tau is just BS. And I think Tanya Filia would definitely agree with me that BloodyMonster is just next level and he's better than Tanya Filia. So not only was the matchup absolutely horrible, the game the player difference was also up there. But then again, like, there's a reason why Tanya Filia came to the quarterfinals, so it's definitely not that Tanya Filia is bad. He goes down in the losers bracket, however, and BloodyMonster goes further. So it's going to be very interesting to see Frenetic versus BloodyMonster. But I can assure you this, guys, we will also watch this final. So whoever gets to it, we're going to watch that one as well. But yeah, let's start with Master Yoba versus Sork. I am really excited for this one. I don't think Master Yoba will go Necrons. That's a really bad matchup for Necrons. Or, well, in general, it's not a good matchup for Necrons. And Sork is just too good at SM, so Master Yoba needs to bring his A game, and that A game is very dangerous, which is his Orcs. But we will see. Let's get into it, guys. Okay, guys, so let's get into it. We've got Master Yoba going up against Sork, Space Marines versus, of course it is, Master Yoba's Orcs. The map they're playing on is Tranquility's End. Yeah, I think this map is pretty good for both players, actually, but I actually think this is a pretty decent SM map. They have better opportunities for fighting Orcs in this one, I feel like. They can easily, not easily, but they can, it's easier to harass Orcs in these outer points a little bit more. Like, you can do some early game harass and stuff, but we'll see. It actually seems like Sork is doing that, by the way, because he went a scout, then 2 servitor, or a second servitor, I should say, and then 2 scouts right after to actually capture the points here. He's probably gonna go an SM squad. Yeah, everything else would be weird. Yeah, so he actually goes on a decap journey here. He even reinforces a single time. That's interesting. Yeah, so let's look at the top side. There's nothing to see, honestly, because Master Yoba is doing his standard opening. However, he's not gonna use the shooter boys to capture something. Good decap here by Sork, by the way. Or maybe he is, but I think he's gonna use them for defensive purposes, especially when Sork is up his face right now. But a good decap here for Sork. No real damage being put on him. Yeah, I like that he stays around here. It's gonna annoy Master Yoba for sure in this early game. Scouts are really good against Slugger Boys, not in straight 1v1s or squad versus squad. It's just Scouts actually gets away with a lot of stuff because they're so fast, and Slugger Boys doesn't deal ridiculous damage. Nicely done here. And look at this, now Sork is attacking from the other angle. Yeah, Master Yoba needs to leave here. Okay, really good early game here from Sork. Does he even lose a single scout? No, he doesn't. So this is what I mean. This is what you can do on this map. Obviously, it depends on cap order from Orcs. Let's see here. So, Force Commander right after. So this is complete classic opening here from SM. Yeah, I think it would be really greedy if Sork went for that decap, because the shooter boys are in here. Yeah, nicely done. So Sork is leaving here. He has not lost a single unit, but he has cancelled this. He has decapped this 2 times. That's good. Force Commander is now getting in here. 1 Space Marine squad, or 1 model went down. Good early game. Really good early game here from Sork. He just needs to be aware that he doesn't overdo it. Big Mech does lose to the Force Commander. It's a very heavy early game here from Sork. It's really, really good. At your command. Lots of pressure on Master Yoba. Like, a lot, actually. Okay, good trade here for Master Yoba. He kills a model and then gets immediately out, so he doesn't lose these 2 guys. Sork is gonna double, triple down here. He knows that this is probably not up. Scouts ready. He's also capturing these 2 things here. Getting his relic, getting another Space Marine squad.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, he's gonna reinforce a little bit here.
Marine squad deployed. Yes, my lord. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Really aggressive play here from Sork. I think this is very risky because these Gretchens are actually repairing this stuff. But here it comes. The Skull Probe is getting in here. This is very aggressive from Sork, I must say. Master Yoba is reinforcing his Slugger Boys a lot here. Lots of Shooter Boys are taking loads of damage, but so is the Force Commander. These Slugger Boys are taking loads of damage, however. If we compare economy, Master Yoba is only plus 80 to plus 10. So Sork is 80 to plus 0. This is so, like, it's so all in here by Sork. He's super bold here. He just goes all in on Master Yoba here. He doesn't care that he's been shot here by this listing post. However, the Force Commander is taking so much damage. The whole Slugger Boys squad that was getting reinforced 24/7 is out. Are we getting more Skull Probes? Not yet. This is so bold by Sork. He's one of the most aggressive Space Marine players I've seen in a while. Okay.
Son of... What?
There's not a bad decision here from Soulstorm. I like the way that he plays this one. Okay, so he's gotten one generator. Let's see if he moves that into a... No, he doesn't. So he goes for an armory. I like that. So usually you start with a plasma generator and then you get an armory if you want to play it like this. There's a couple of opportunities you get from there. But usually you go for assault marines and then upgrades with grenades and stuff. Really, really good if you want to fight your opponent on the spot.
They shooting us.
Right. Master Yoba is fighting here. Big Meg is kind of low, to be honest. He needs to be very, very careful. Soulstorm has a very powerful army here. I'm not sure why, I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm not sure why Master Yoba is not teleporting out immediately. I understand that he wants to contest this, but it's just, there's 2 Space Marine squads, including a Force Commander. Even though it's really hard for me to, like, criticize Master Yoba whatsoever. But I think Soulstorm is playing this early game flawlessly. Except for his Force Commander taking a little bit of damage, but at least we understand why that happened. We also have Assault Marines while we have Storm Boys.
He's ready for a fight. We're under attack.
So yeah, Soulstorm want to fight. He definitely wants to fight. We're getting more Storm Boys coming in here. So Master Yoba, he's not going for 2 Shooter Boys. He's just going for Storm Boys instead. Okay, interesting here by Soulstorm. He tries to block this army here. Doesn't fully succeed the way I think he perceived it to be. I like this by Master Yoba. This is really good.
This is taking forever.
Master Yoba needs to get out of here immediately. There's so many Space Marines. What am I watching? These Assault Marines are gonna get in here. Oh, if this is what I think, the Skull Probe is in here, actually gonna detect these Gretchens, so they can't repair anything. And now this War Banner is under siege. Master Yoba needs to do something about it. He can't throw it away. Dick teleport here. He wants to kill these this Skull Probe. We have a complete bloodbath in here. It's gonna be a complete shootout, fight out. But these Storm Boys are taking loads of damage. Is that a whole wipe of one of them? No, it's very close though. Yeah, and these Shooter Boys are getting tied up by this Mass Marine here. Even the Big Meg is kind of low. We have a huge fight in here. This is so bold by Soulstorm. He doesn't give a damn what the hell is going on here. His economy is 97 to plus 20. Okay, Soulstorm is going in. However, Master Yoba is definitely getting in here. He's not messing around. One squad of Space Marines is almost done here. This is too much for Soulstorm. He's overstaying a little bit here. He's definitely overstaying. However, these Shooter Boys are taking so much damage from these Assault Marines. Needs to get out. Yeah, good disengagement in here by Soulstorm, but I do think that he definitely bite more off than he could chew here. Master Yoba is 35 to... Yeah, so he's 35 in population. Okay, Soulstorm turns around. Good grenades here. Submarines are definitely taking some damage, but the Storm Boys is even worse. Yeah, Force Commander now has the hammer, so he doesn't even go for the, he didn't go for the plasma gun. He went for the hammer. I love it. By the way, Soulstorm has, he has taken hold. He doesn't have, this critical location, but he has 2 out of 3. And he has this middle point, which is really, really good for vision, as you can see here. It's really, really good. Yeah. So even though Soulstorm is definitely going sometimes a little overboard with it, he's forcing Master Yoba to not... Yeah, Master Yoba isn't even close to tier 2 here. And I understand why he isn't, but it's just really, really good here. Okay. These Storm Boys might actually... Okay, they're not going for the generator. They wouldn't be able to have more choppy at this point, but obviously they're getting it now. But he was on 35 population for such a long time. I'm not sure why he's ranged here. I think this is definitely a mistake. Okay, good engagement in here by Sork. This is so good. He's catching out these Slugger Boys. Yes, he lost the taken hold victory and a critical location. It still doesn't change the fact that these... Okay, I thought these Slugger Boys was going to be dead. I was getting a little bit too excited. Still not sure why these Storm Boys are ranged right now. Well, right now I understand, but initially I didn't understand it. I good. I like that Master Yoba doesn't overstay here. It would be really, really bad if he stayed here. Like, we have to understand that Sork doing this kind of stuff as well is really making sure that he can't be tier 2. He might be closing in on it, though. Yeah, he is closing in on tier 2. Like, we are 11 minutes into the game. Let's see here. Where's Master Yoba at? 45? Okay.
Where's the fighting? You need something.
Yeah, another shootout here.
Victory countdown has begun.
We're ready.
Okay. Nicely done here by Master Yoba. I like that he goes in here aggressively.
What is it?
Okay. It's really, really good by Master Yoba as well. Good decap here. It's so good, actually. He wants to walk up here because he's trying to split Space Marines a little bit. But he needs to be careful that he doesn't overstay. Nicely done here by Master Yoba. He only loses one shooter boy. This one was from another time, I think. The good decap here. If we look at the economy, 92 to plus 30 for Sork. Master Yoba is closing in on tier 2, but he's not tier 2 yet. And Machine Cold is getting in here. Master Yoba has invested so much in these Storm Boys, by the way. We have another shootout here.
The Emperor protects.
I think Space Marine should win this. This Big Meg is so low. However, Sork needs to be very, very careful because in here comes the Storm Boys and they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. But the Tactical Marines is getting in here. The Assault Marines are going to try and tie up Master Yoba. What am I watching? This is such a bloodbath. Kaplan is now out. He is badly needed right now. Master Yoba is putting so much pressure. Good shout here. Really, really good. Master Yoba needs to leave. This is still down, by the way, for Sork. Really good economy for Master Yoba. He just needs another generator. Yeah, that's the only problem he has right now. He needs a generator because otherwise this vehicle investment here is going to be a problem. But he's denying Sork from this. This is really, really good. Good engagement in here by Sork. So many shooter boys dying. He needs to be very careful, Master Yoba. Good that Storm Boys is reacting here. There's also too many turrets here. Both players are playing so phenomenally. It's really, really good. I cannot comprehend this. This is really, really good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, these Storm Boys need to get the hell back because this whole thing is collapsing. In comes the War Track. In comes the Storm Boys. But look what's behind them, a land speeder. Huge grenades here. Rhino is so important right now. This War Track is super, super valuable right now as well. It's the only AV right now that Orcs have. So many Storm Boys. Assault Marines has been very effective in this game. So Sork is going to put so much pressure here. He still doesn't have this, but I don't think he needs it. We'll see how Master Yoba is going to play this. Good on Sork that he doesn't just go in here. Is he building another Rhino? No, he's not. Got the Power Fist here. He's trying to play a little defensive here. He does not want to do more damage here. He already destroyed a War Banner. Okay, so Master Yoba finally got these extra generators. That's definitely needed here. Okay, nicely done. So Sork just goes the other way around. He's gonna go for this wall banner as well. Oh, this is so painful for Master Yoba. He needs to react immediately, and so he does. But is it fast enough? I'm not sure. This listening post is now getting targeted. More assault marines are getting into the mix. There's not a lot of AV on the side of Space Marines, but this listening post as well is getting back. Assault Marines will get in here very, very soon. Storm Boys are very much in trouble here. This is painful for Master Yoba. This guy just immediately blew up. This pile of guns is getting... This is painful for Master Yoba. This is so good for Soulstorm here. God damn. Master Yoba, I think this is going to be super painful. Even the Land Spirits is in here. The Land Spirit Tempest. A Rhino is even getting in here because we're missing a Rhino. And Master Yoba just leaves the game. Or deleted his building. Looks like he deleted it. Okay, so Sork takes first game. I actually didn't expect that. I must admit. Wow, that was crazy. Wow, that was crazy. That was actually scary in my eyes. That was actually scary. Wow. Wow. What can I say? I think I basically just think it comes down to the wall banners. Because honestly, I do understand all the choices that Master Yoba is making. I definitely do. I don't know if I would have gone an extra shooter boy with some big shooters. He never went big shooters, I felt like, when Master Yoba. I'm not sure. I really am not sure. I didn't feel like Master Yoba made any significant mistakes in here, which is scary, by the way, because I definitely think that Soulstorm permanently went in here and he lost a lot, but so did Master Yoba, and Master Yoba just never truly recovered, I felt like. This is the only downside, by the way, with Master Yoba does this all the time, so I'm not going to question him, but this is the very few moments that Master Yoba gets punished, where he sets these banners on the outside, which I do understand why he's doing it. I'm not claiming that you shouldn't do it. It's just these wall banners, if they go down, it's going to be very, very painful for Master Yoba. I like that Soulstorm never, like, he started tier 2, what, like, at 10 minutes he must have, around there, which is before Master Yoba, and Soulstorm was the one who just went freaking head first. I do think 2 shooter boys yeah, I do think with big shooters would have been better. Because, like, this Space Marine mass here... Sorry. This Space Marine mass here... is getting hard countered by big shooters. The problem for Master Yoba is, if he does that, he's gonna delay his tech a little bit. Whereas Soulstorm, at least, on the other hand, could potentially go tech even faster. So I think Master Yoba was also like, I want the Storm Boys here. Like, I'm not sure. Like, I feel like I'm talking out of my ass. This is such good players, so it's hard for me to go in depth with this kind of stuff. But I think it was a very conscious decision for Soulstorm to go for a generator and then into a plasma or into an armory, and then later on a plasma generator, because he delayed tech for such a long time. He wanted to fight more and more, and I definitely think that Master Yoba thought that he needs to match that, because that was relentless from Soulstorm for sure. And I don't think Master Yoba... I definitely think Master Yoba could have probably had a better chance with big shooters. But again, this is just my perspective, guys. I think they counter Space Marines really well. I definitely do believe that. And I know that he had an Assault Marine squad, but then again, he only had one, right? So yeah, I just don't see I just don't see one assault marine squad being a problem if you have 2 shooter boys. Even 3 shooter boys if you want to go that far. But I think that is very punishable by Sork as well. You might as well go snipers at that point then, so yeah, I'll just say thank you to both Master Yoba and Sork. This looks like we're gonna have a pretty hefty best of 3 because it's very rare that Master Yoba loses twice in these kind of series. But we'll see because Sork looks scary. He looks very, very scary. So let's get into game 2, guys, and let's see what happens there because I'm hyped for this one. Let's get into it. Right, so for game 2, Master Yoba actually chooses to go Blood River. Interesting choice. I think this is a pretty good Space Marine map. However, this is in this matchup, it's not as good as it would be against other races. So it's not a bad choice at all by Master Yoba. And again, even if this is the worst orc map, or the worst map that there is in this map pool, it could also be, just like I said, just Master Yoba trying to do, like, he needs to play this map no matter what if he wants to win the series, so he might as well pick this one. But yeah, same opening from Sork. He's gonna walk up here. Let's see if you want to go very deep. That is the only thing about this map, that this scout rush is a little bit more risky because he has to get this close to the base. It's the same opening, by the way, for Master Yoba as well. Yeah, timing is not good enough here from Sork. That's good. That's really good for Master Yoba. So, Space Marine squad first. Always gets Space Marine squad first, I feel like. And then Force Commander definitely as well. Unless you go for Scout build order or Scout opening, you pretty much always go Space Marine squad first. Almost, like, even, it doesn't matter the map, actually. Let's see here if Scouts actually want to get in here and decap. I think that would be super risky because these Slugger Boys will just tie up these Space Marines and they'll be in the negative cover with the Shooter Boys, so I don't think so. Well, now it's too late. Okay. So both players just capturing their points here. A little slower for Sork, but that is just the nature of orcs. They are just better at accumulating map control and points. And resources, therefore, also, so. Force Commander is out. Interesting choice to actually... Okay, that's because Sork actually wants some extra units. That's very, very fast. He's super aggressive here. I think that's a little overboard. Like, he's delaying his economy significantly here. But nicely done. This is also because he wants some offensive plays here. It definitely will give him more firepower when he's actually fighting here. But nicely done here by Master Yoba. He's actually stopping this. Because there's no way these scouts can kill these Slugger Boys in time or decap or anything like that. Super good here by Master Yoba, to be honest. He's doing this again. Like, this is what Master Yoba always does when he plays orcs. He places war banners on the outer side, which 95% of the time for Master Yoba is really, really good. This is super risky by Sork, I need to say that. He's getting out here with the Space Marines, though. This is super expensive. I'm not sure if this is worth for Sork. It definitely isn't worth it. We're getting a wipe here. We probably are getting a wipe. No. Or is we? Are we? Oh, it's so close we actually get a wipe, but the whole thing actually goes down. The decap actually happens, but here again, Shooter Boys, this is... Oh, I'm not sure. This was very risky by... Yeah, the whole thing goes wrong here. Yeah, this is a way better early game by Master Yoba, but this teleport with the Big Make was really, really good. And the economy for Sork has been very slow, for obvious reasons. And losing 2 scout squads is just not cutting it. Okay, good. Oh my god, this is such a good teleport here by Master Yoba. This means that Sork is going to respond here. Yeah, but this is getting cancelled. That is way worse than, like, you know, actually killing these slugger boys. Damn, I'm messing up here today. I'm so excited, but I can't say a single word, I guess, correct. So that's good. That's really smart by me.
Scouts reporting for duty.
Rebuilding scouts, I understand why. Master Yoba also having this vision here. It's so good. Look at all the vision it gets. All these corners is getting revealed and stuff. It's really, really good. So when you're turning, when you're going here and you want to attack on the other front, you're probably walking over here, so you'll get spotted by this. Sorry, let's look at the fight here. These slugger boys are gonna get focused. Nicely done here by Soulstorm. This decap didn't happen. Boss Commander is just one-man army on the front line here, but he's taking so much damage here. Now these Space Marines are getting tied up. There's too much army because these shooter boys are not getting touched here. Needs to be very careful because this Big Meg is very, very tanky. Soulstorm is getting out here. We're still having a fight. What is going on? There's just fights everywhere. Plus 80, or plus 80 to plus 10 for Master Yoba. He's 35 in population cap, getting the Heavy Boy armor. I am shocked that Soulstorm is staying here. I know that he wants to contest this, but I think it's too much. He's doing the same thing again, getting the armory after a plasma generator. So he wants to contest for sure. These relics are getting contested 24/7. There's like Soulstorm needs to get out. I know the Space Marines are way better in melee than shooter boys, but this Big Meg is just one-shotting your Marines and getting sync kills all the time. Meanwhile, your Force Commander is just taking brutal beatings 24/7, and he's already low from the get-go. Upgrading a listening post, okay. That's a little sad because that means we're not getting grenades right now, but that's fine because we're getting Assault Marines instead. Bionics is badly needed from Soulstorm here. He is getting it, however. Let's see here. No big shooters here. No big shooters.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Well played here. Really, really well played.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
So much damage.
Ever vigilant.
Okay, we have a little bit of bash out here.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
We stand ready.
Yeah, these scouts are not cutting it. Or are they? Because they are just getting so much reinforced here. Soulstorm is getting wiped again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Now Assault Marines are in here. They're tying up these shooter boys. Meanwhile, the Force Commander is not in the frame that much. He's just shooting from afar. So Assault Marines, they need more. Soulstorm's economy is not the best, 86 to plus 10, but he's just perma-fighting. Meanwhile, Master Yoba is getting better and better economy. He needs an extra war banner for the good upgrades. I think it's fine right now. He just wants better economy. I understand that. Yeah, these Assault Marines are not okay, but however, Soulstorm is getting this. That's hilarious. But Master Yoba already got this. We have a very much a back and forth, but I think Soulstorm is slowly losing this. Assault Marines does get out in time, but what about the Force Commander? Is super low. I think Master Yoba can actually teleport in here and finish him when he's in the negative cover. Nope. Not doing so. Also, it could be that he doesn't have the teleport. I could be missing something. The scout has been idling for a while. They could be here and tapping. I know they might not get it, but just the fact that they're in here is a good thing.
You need something.
If Master Yoba doesn't want to overstay, it's real good that he stays right out of this negative cover here. This listing post needs to be cancelled here. Not good economy for oh, yeah, he didn't cancel it. Oh, that's not good. Soulstorm is really trying to multitask a lot. But yeah, he hasn't had a good economy for a while. He also lost this, by the way. I didn't talk about that. Yeah, now the big shooters are in here. This is brutal. This is so brutal.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, I feel like Master Yoba is just so dominant in this one. It is. This is really, really good. And this is a good SM map. This is really good SM map. But I think Orcs at least have a better shot than most other races against Space Marines on this map. Looks like Sosoriki's not having any of it. He wants to fight this one out. At least Master Yoba is down in the negative cover, he probably thinks. Oh, this is so bad. Even the like the Storm Boys doesn't even care. And as soon as they get into the mix, it's gonna be good. Sosork is gonna go all in. Really, really good bomb here laid on the Space Marine squad. Pretty much all of them get stunned. Look at the Force Commander. He's so low right here. Yeah, Sosork is in such trouble here. His Assault Marine squad is going down. I think this is pretty much GG. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it is. Because Master Yoba even takes this. Yeah. He takes this one as well. These guys are in here, but it's not even gonna cut it. Yeah, the Storm Boys are just relentless here. And these big shooters are just... There's only one, by the way. That's interesting. Good grenade. It's not gonna cut it. Yeah, Sosork is not even building this either. I think he's gone here. He's completely gone. Oh my god, this is relentless from Master Yoba. I like it. Okay, we're getting an actual best of 3, guys. Let's go. GG for Sosork. No GG. Is Master Yoba a little like... Master Yoba, come on. You didn't say GG in the first one. You're not saying GG in this one. What's wrong, dude? Come on. I don't know if these guys have beef. Sometimes I get surprised by, like, sometimes there's beef between guys. But I don't think this is just good. This is just good Soulstorm. Master Yoba. Okay, so I definitely think Sosork made some mistakes. So let's talk about it a little bit. So he went for an extra Space Marine squad without having this or this built with a listing post. Now, I'm not saying you can't do this. It's just, it's a little overboard when you're trying to decap and cap and all of that jazz, and you're getting completely wiped with scout squads that you're perma reinforcing. This awareness of Master Yoba, he's probably the best in the world with this. This awareness of Master Yoba to just be like, okay, he has 2 scout squads over here. I'm trying to capture with my Slugger Boys. He's gonna either decap or potentially wipe my whole Slugger Boy squad. Probably not, but do a lot of damage to them. I'm not gonna cut it when he's decapping here. I need to get my commander over here, and when he's over here, he's not gonna get matched because the Force Commander of Space Marines is up here. So that was really smart by Master Yoba. I felt like Sosork just couldn't handle the L. Like, he couldn't handle the fact that he had to take the L. The other reason why this Master Yoba thing here was really, really good is even if the Space Marine squad that was getting out of here didn't match what Master Yoba was doing and they just went straight up here, I still think that Master Yoba would get something out of it, because at least he could be like, okay, I'm bashing your listing post then, or something like that. He's, no matter what, Master Yoba, this is a W for him, this play that he makes here. Sosork could definitely do some damage up here. I felt like he could get a better domination here, but it felt like he tried to force both relics being captured, and you on this map against Master Yoba, you're not gonna do it. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're BloodyMonster. I don't care if you're Autoraxia. I don't care if you're Deco. I don't care if you're Sosork, All-Seeing Eye, Aaron Beast. I don't care who you are. You're not gonna cut it against Master Yoba. He's not gonna let you have both relics. Yeah, this was solid play from Master Yoba. This was scary play. Like, Master Yoba, he's the kind of player that makes you go like, oh my god, like is this guy even human? Like, he's kind of that player, you know, like with the other players that I just mentioned. But Master Yoba just takes it to a level that's really, really disturbing. But yeah, well played to Master Yoba. He's an absolute insane player. I have nothing else to add. Let's just get into game 3, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, let's get into it. We got Master Yoba versus Sosork. This is game 3. Let's get it. We got Shrine of Excellion. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really, really, really good map for Space Marines. I really think this is a good map. Even in this matchup, you can easily do some aggro stuff with this. because a lot of points. It helps out with Space Marine Mass, and Space Marine Mass can be very good against orcs. But we're gonna see here. So Sork, he actually starts on the bottom hand side on Shrine of Excellium, by the way. I don't know if I said that. 4 scouts and a servitor, getting that Chapel Barrack, and yeah, servitor in the end. So yeah, that means obviously that he's gonna go for a force commander. Otherwise, this build order is not gonna make it. It's not gonna make sense. Yeah, let's look at orcs. It's probably standard. Yeah. So orcs is only going for 2 Kappa units because they can get away with it. They have such good cap speed, and they're already getting these shooter boys. Now, I've noticed a couple of times that Master Yoba has a tendency to not necessarily capture with the shooter boys. He would rather cover some stuff, like make sure that nobody. Well, he will do this, but he's capping outer points. I like this by Sosork. He's probably doing it with the other ones. Yeah, so he captures his outer points and then he attacks on both sides. That's good. Very classic stuff to do on this map. Nice placement of this, the boys hut. If you place it here or place it here. I know this is standard, but maybe not for new players. It makes it so you can just cover a point. So these scouts will never get in here and actually decap. Nice response also by Master Yoba. He responds to this very well. It's really hard for him to defend both sides with this very aggressive opening here from Sosork. Okay. Force Commander is definitely out here. Let's see where the Big Mac is going. Nicely done here. I like this. Yeah, this is dumb by Sosork if he overstays here, but that's because he just doesn't see it. Okay. So he definitely controls this area. That's real good. Sosork, that is. However, Master Yoba is definitely better defensively here. Not sure what this Force Commander is trying to do. Maybe kill 1 shooter boy if he can. Potentially 2. It's not the worst trade that he's doing here. Yeah, I like it. And then he gets out. Okay, good. Force Commander has decent region, so he's good to go here. Yeah, 2 Space Marines right after because he needs some early firepower here. I've noticed that Sosork really likes delaying some of his strategic points for extra army. This is really worrisome for Master Yoba. He needs to get the hell out of here. He's losing way too much with shooter boys here. Yeah, nicely done here by Sosork. Because Sosork is gonna meet up here. It just needs to be careful. He's not gonna go in melee against this Big Mac. He's gonna get absolutely slaughtered if that happens. Nicely done with these Gretchens, by the way. I really like that they're in the mix here. Yeah, this is why I hate Big Mac against Space Marines. Even if the Force Commander is attached, he just one-shot Space Marines and then he's sync killing and you can't kill him. Again, Sosork does this thing, but if you're doing this, at least decap. Oh, that's not good, Sosork. However, he is getting this, or is he? Because the Slugger Boys is in the mix. This is such a bloodbath right now. This Big Mac has been so effective. He just keeps on killing Space Marine squads. Sosork is just trying to fight it. Gonna shoot these shooter boys, but they're in the heavy cover on contrary to before. These Slugger Boys are gonna lose in melee. This one got finished. Wretches are actually in the mix. That's so annoying. Force Commander is gonna focus this Big Mac. That's good. Oh, Slugger Boys almost gets killed. Yeah, it doesn't get reinforced in time. Master Yoba leaves, or does he? No, I thought he was gonna teleport instantly over here, but he doesn't have the range. But he is gonna go over here, so that's good. Nice flanking here by Master. This is really high play from both players. Both players are looking really, really scary. Yeah, this servitor, 1 servitor went down. This didn't get finished, but this never had time to actually be alive. I like that Sosork just doesn't decap this. He doesn't have time. He's going in here because Master Yoba is bashing over here. That's so good. Let's focus on economy. I've completely forgot about that. 140 plus 10. Polygon's getting in here. 35 population here by Sosork, who is, by the way, destroying this one. 85 to +0 for Sork, so definitely not good economy. This gets decapped. Hopefully. Yeah, so Sork is kind of in a base race here with Master Yoba. It looks like Master Yoba wants that fight. Good skull probe here. It's such a push here by Sork. I love it. Yeah, good decap. Potentially this is getting decapped as well. Sork is definitely going in. I think the... I don't know. Sork just has such bad economy. That's the only thing. 68. He's improving it a little bit. He's definitely improving it. But yeah, he's just kind of losing everything. This got decapped. But yeah, he's actually trying to then capture this. It's really smart if you're in a base race here. You can increase your economy meanwhile. Good to get these big shooters here, I think. But again, Master Yoba is not going for an extra wall banner here. Nicely done. The big shooter actually died here in the exchange with this force commander. By the way, Storm Boys are out here, so this is going to be a very, very big problem here for Sork. I think he's losing this base race for sure. This economy is so bad. I'm not gonna lie. It's really, really bad. Okay, at least he got this one, but he can't get this one, and now it's gonna be under pressure by these shooter boys here. Really, really good fights all over the place. This is so chaotic. I think both players are just really, really playing well. Space Marines taking some damage. This leader right here, he's definitely tanking a lot here. That's really helpful. Okay, snipers are getting into the mix. Oh my god, there's so many shooter boys that's dying here potentially. But look at all the Space Marines they killed. And this listening post never got repaired, so it's very, very easy money here. One servitor died over here as well. Yeah, Master Yoba was playing this flawlessly, I feel like. It's so solid play. It's such solid play. So Sork is going to answer with some snipers here. I like it. It's really, really good. However, this will mean he is stuck at tier 1. He can't even get armory here. And Master Yoba will probably respond by going... he could easily go tier 2 very soon. But he's just going to focus on getting more upgrades. And I think that's even better, to be honest, because having so many upgrades... Like, he knows that as Sork is behind, he doesn't even have an armory. So you having all these upgrades while Space Marines is stuck at, like, vanilla units is just really, really bad. Master Yoba is going to try and fight this one out. Not sure if he... Yeah, he should get out here.
What can we do for you?
Yeah, Master Yoba not leaving much at the table.
What are you waiting for? This is taking forever.
Good, these Storm Boys are... Just gotta jump over here, man.
Storm Boys is ready for a fight. It now belongs
Yeah, Master Yoba is multitasking so well. He's making sure that he captures the map. He's making sure that he controls his main army while going in here and actually destroying this listen post. Yeah.
Who's getting shot up?
And he's going to be able to respond to this very, very easily. He knows that it's about to be captured. Because it is how Master Yoba is. It just feels like he kind of knows everything that's going on the map. And guys, I've seen this guy stream, even in my own tournament with Jeggers. No, this guy does not in any way, shape, or form map hack. He's just that good. But Sork is going to throw down a Hail Mary. He's not having any of it. He wants to destroy this wall banner. But he cannot do it. He cannot do it. There's too much firepower over here. Blast your reserve. This is going to be nasty. So Sork tried to go in here. He is heavily invested in these snipers. I'm not sure if he can recover. Space Marines are kind of caught off. These Storm Boys are so annoying right now. The speed boost is so good. Scouts are very much in trouble here. Okay, heavy voltage turret. Interesting. Interesting play. I'm just worried because the Sorg is stuck at tier 1. He approaches this from a very, very, very offensive angle. Like, he approaches this matchup from, I need to win tier 1, or maybe tier 1.5. I cannot go tier 2 here. And maybe it's because he knows that Master Yoba likes to do that as well. But at some point, you're so far into tier 1 that you're going to lose anyway. By the way, Master Yoba needs to get the hell out of here. But he tried to wipe this scout squad. That would have been real good. Yeah, nicely done here by Sorg. This is why he got the turret. But in comes the Storm Boys here, and there is no Assault Marines here for Sorg. He's trying to get another generator here. This heavy voltage turret will easily go down because of more choppy for these Storm Boys. This is hell on earth for Sorg. We'll see if he can actually bounce back here. We've seen some crazy stuff happen in this series. Even just this series alone, we've seen some crazy stuff. Okay, so Sorg is finally going for the tier 2 here. But look at this economy, 62 to plus 20. This is unplayable. And you know what? Master Yoba is already tier 2.5. And his economy is amazing, has always been amazing. It's really hard for Sorg to actually recover from this. I'm trying to see if there's anything Sorg can do. And honestly, I don't think so, because Master Yoba is just playing this very, very well. He's getting war trucks. Why is he getting war trucks? Well, isn't it obvious? He has 2 shooter boys right here. Just get in that war truck. Get in the base. Murder the scouts. This is the other thing with snipers. They're really good. But as soon as you go for snipers, vehicles is just a no-brainer at this point. So Sorg is definitely recovering his economy here. Okay, good. Actually, the Storm Boys gets kind of caught here. But who is also getting caught? The rest of Sorg's army. These big shooters are so painful right now. Really, really nice here by Master Yoba. He's gonna go all in here. These snipers are trying to do their best, but even they are getting completely wiped here. There's so much damage going down on Sorg. He's trying to wipe it off. He's trying to do something. But Master Yoba is just going to switch position here. He's going to go all in here. And you know what? These Space Marines, they can't follow. It's too much. The mobility difference is too crazy. Armory is getting in here while Sorg is tier 2. The tier 2 he can't use. These snipers are getting one shot as soon as these shooter boys are getting out. And what else is getting one shot? The whole army of Sorg is getting completely obliterated here. There is no grenades, no upgrades for them. And there's only upgrades here for Master Yoba. This looks like a huge win here for Master Yoba. But he doesn't even overstay. He gets out. There's no reason for him to overstay. Okay. I think Master Yoba knows that this is a win. So there's no reason to just randomly lose it. I don't even want to know, like... I don't even know, like, this is over. Absolutely brutal. Sorg is under so much pressure. He will not survive this whatsoever. It is definitely, without a doubt, GG. Sorg is out of this one. God damn. Master Yoba said GG in the end. That's good. Good luck next. Okay, good. Oh, so good. God damn, this series was absolutely hyped. I loved every single second of it. I think the mistake definitely for Sork was he went too much into tier 2. I don't think the sniper... Well, I know why he went snipers, but it just... Yeah. I think he just lost too much. He's doing too many, like, super aggro stuff. And it worked in game 1. It just... Master Yoba is like, fool me once. Shame on... Yeah, whatever. You can fool me once, but not twice. Okay? I suck at English sayings. I'm sorry. I need to talk with Mr. Lanchak. He would know better than me. But yeah, I think just Sork just went too much all in and it just didn't work. Master Yoba was way too confident here. He knew exactly what to do here. And yeah, Sork was just too far behind in tech. When he went snipers, I already felt like this game could have been lost because as soon as you go snipers like that, orcs will just go vehicles and it's over. Yeah, just GG to Master Yoba. That was so flawlessly played. As again, really good. Like the only things that I see with Master Yoba is just small micro mistakes, him losing like an orc more than he should and stuff. Like it's just really insane to watch. Master Yoba's map plays was real good. I felt like Sork just didn't have an answer for it. So yeah, GG to very much GG to this guy, Master Yoba. Really well played to him. Really well played to Sork as well. It's no joke to standing up against Master Yoba like this. So well played to him as well. So let's get to the other series, guys. If it's just half as exciting as this one, we are in for a blast. So let's get into it, guys. Let's go. Okay, guys. So this is the second semifinal. Who's going to meet Master Yoba in the winner's bracket final? That will be decided here. We got Frenetic versus BloodyMonster playing on Battle Marshes. Okay, guys. So on the top hand side, we got BloodyMonster himself. He goes for all his scarabs so far. And he gets a Necron Warrior right after. Goes for Plasma Generator. Looks like he's going to have 2 scarabs in the early game here to actually do Plasma Generators. So he wants a little bit more economy, just a tiny bit more. And then on the bottom hand side, we got Frenetic, who goes for only 2 Guardians, actually. That's not weird on this map at all, actually. Yeah, so 2 Guardian, Bone Singer, 2 Guardians, Fleet of Foot, Aspect Portal, Plasma Generator, and Dark Reapers. So nothing weird going on at all, actually. He might actually capture this point with the Dark Reapers, at least judging by this Guardian squad being here. They might go over here. I'm not sure if these guys will go over here, but if they are doing that, that would be the most normal things to do. Okay. So probably not that. These guys are going to get... Okay. I'm getting a decap here. Nah, that would be so nasty. Good play here by BloodyMonster. I think he'll get it because of the reinforcement. Oh, I might actually get a little bit close, but yeah, this is a decap. Nicely done here by BloodyMonster. Super good. And he keeps improving his economy actually kind of rapidly. That's good. Yeah, and now he's getting his now he's getting his Necron Warrior. So double Dark Reapers immediately. ASAP. Obviously the economy right now for Frenetic is a little halted. Let's see if BloodyMonster actually... Okay, maybe not, but he could actually go over here and potentially decap this. He can actually still do that. But Frenetic is on the offense here. He's going to focus BloodyMonster here. He's going to win this because 2 Dark Reapers definitely win against Necrons, but Frenetic needs to be careful. He don't want to lose a Dark Reaper this early. By the way, this we just saw Deco do the most disgusting things against Dead Superman on this map, which was spam, and spam Wraith Tombs every single time. I think Frenetic can actually easily do the same thing here. But let's see how BloodyMonster will handle that in that case. Good attack here, or a good defense prevention here from Frenetic. This turret doesn't get finished. However, in comes the Necron Lord. Good choice to get the Necrolord second instead of getting 2 Necro Warriors. A little awkward position here for Frenetic. We all know why he's doing it. Good decap here from BloodyMonster. I really F with this. Yeah, this is action-packed. This is super action-packed. Looking at economy again for Frenetic. Oh my god, this is bad. This is really not good. I know Frenetic probably thought that he was going to get this. But these guys can't be here. They need to capture this. Otherwise, this is bad. Just because Eldar has really good, efficient units, like they're very cheap for what you can get, it still doesn't change the fact that this is just not good. I don't know if it's because Frenetic has forgotten. This Ghost Turret is not getting finished. It's cancelled, and instead the Summoning Core gets in here. The Summoning Core is badly needed because Frenetic is just really knocking on the door of BloodyMonster here. This still mind blows me. I cannot comprehend that Frenetic is doing this. He's trying to capture this, but I don't know. Does he not know that? Okay, whatever. So, Frenetic is going to try and make a push here. He wants to keep on harassing. Good Rape Tomb here, by the way. He wants to keep on harassing BloodyMonster really badly.
Success.
Partsy is getting in. That's good. No decap here. Okay.
Danger has found us. Yes.
I'm kind of surprised by that. I definitely think BloodyMonster could have decapped that.
The Eldar shall fear my wrath.
Heavy weapons to crush the enemy. We are doomed.
However, this is getting captured. I think this needs to be cancelled.
Success.
Because otherwise this is going to get decapped. Oh, this is not good, Frenetic. You need to do something about... Okay, good. Thank God.
My music is
God damn it. Okay, but at least BloodyMonster is definitely getting some... Okay, good Psychic Storm. Yeah, and good guide ability here on Frenetic here. He would have done so much damage. Good on BloodyMonster to get out. Okay, Necro Warrior upgrade is getting in here.
The Cloudfield sings to me and I respond in kind.
Yeah, we could easily get some plate ones in here, maybe. I don't think it's gonna happen, but still. Good Mind War here. Necrolord taking so much damage here. Good pressure here by Frenetic. I really F with this. I really like it. I think Frenetic should get more Bone Singers just to, like, mess with whatever the hell BloodyMonster is doing. Just abuse whatever you got on Eldar. Take everything you can.
Incoming enemy fire.
Okay, where's Necrolord? Okay, he's getting down here. He can easily take this plasma generator out. Okay, Frenetic overstaying a little bit. He needs to be careful. BloodyMonster's very strong at this point. He's even getting the plate ones in here. Okay, Soul Shrine being built here. Let's see Frenetic's economy. Plus 80 to plus 10. It's not good. Frenetic is going to try and kite this one out, but Necrons is just so tanky. They deal disgusting damage. Plate ones are even in here, even more tanky. And nicely done here. Yeah, Frenetic is losing everything here. Honestly, the more I look at it, he loses so many Dark Reapers here. God damn.
Incoming enemy fire.
Good rebounds here by BloodyMonster. Yeah, more and more Rape Tombs. That's good. I just don't think it's gonna cut it. I think Frenetic has made too many mistakes here. If he's watching this, I think he would agree. This is just too many mistakes here. However, this Soul Shrine is definitely getting built here. Oh, but the Flame ones are getting in here. BloodyMonster is gonna get perma-stunned from now on.
My music is a page and it has found
Nicely done here by Frenetic. However, he is gonna lose. No way. Oh, it did get finished. Okay. This is actually low-key good because these Bone Singers dying just makes it harder to rape tomb Bloody Monsters. So this is actually real good. Again, loads of Necro Warriors taking lots of damage. However, Frenetic has invested so heavy into this. He needs optics instantly. Plus 80, very close here for Bloody Monster. He's floating a lot, but that's because, you know, he can't use it. He basically can't use anything. This is so bad. But yeah, huge pressure here from Bloody Monster. I like it. So Frenetic just captured this. You might say, why is he idling? Well, he's not going to do much. He could capture this, I guess, but he's definitely not doing anything with it. Rather not risk to die with all your Guardians and just stay in the shadows. Good that Frenetic at least captured that. These Guardians gonna die. Yeah, this is a wipe. This is what I meant with like them staying here. Yeah, good teleport here by Bloody Monster. And we cannot get rape tombs permanently for Bloody Monster yet. Or can we? We might actually do it. I think Frenetic will. Okay, he's gonna get a Kappa unit. Honestly, like, Frenetic doesn't look like he's completely out of it, to be honest. He's so ahead in tech that it's actually crazy. It's just his economy that's ridiculous. Good rape tomb here. However, pretty good reaction from Bloody Monster. It just isn't enough because it's so fast. Very high range from Bone Singers to do this. Good on Bloody Monster to at least go for this listing shrine. I really F with it. It's really, really good. Well, these Necron Warriors are definitely in a weird spot here. They can easily teleport. That's closer to the Danish way of saying teleport. Yeah, they can easily teleport out of here. Yeah, good decap here as well. And now Frenetic is back to Garbito. Trash. Yeah, trash economy. By the way, all these Necro Warriors getting absolutely blasted here. Just perma rape tombs. Eldar is so disgusting. I don't care. Howling Banshee is real good right now because we need some effing power right now from yeah, we need some power right now from Frenetic. He needs some fighting power for sure. He's gonna get perma okay. Wet Gate. Yeah, it's needed because of population cap here. Decent Psychic Storm, however, Plate ones are right behind him. Looks like Frenetic wants to double down here, but I'm not sure if it's a fight you want to take. Necrolord is in the mix here. Arcia is kind of low. I didn't even notice that. Oh my god, and now we have this Ghost Turret. It's so annoying right now. Frenetic is trying his best for sure, but he's under so much pressure. Yeah, and Bloody Monster, he's tier 2. And Necron Warriors are just taking so much damage. Frenetic is definitely playing well right now for, like, compared to the situation he was in initially. Support platform, yeah, we got the whole thing. Yeah, good phase shift here. Really nasty phase shift, actually. Yeah, this plasma generator is going down. Well, at some point, this needs to be dealt with, right? Because even the Soul Shrine will be under threat. Well, a Rave Tomb will do. A Rave Tomb will definitely do. No Howling Banshees. Instead, we're just gonna get support platform and some... I think Rave Lords potentially. We'll see. This Soul Shrine is probably going down. I'm not gonna lie. The more I look at it, this upgraded Ghost Turret is really strong at this point. Yeah, it's dealing significant damage to it. Yeah. Okay. Frenetic, he said, F it. I know what's going to happen here. I'm gonna lose. Wow. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like this was Frenetic losing this game and not BloodyMonster winning. And that, like, because BloodyMonster is such a solid player. If you do the mistakes Frenetic did, there is no way you can win against BloodyMonster. Like, just no way. Because BloodyMonster, he just doesn't make mistakes. Case closed. Like, he just doesn't. So, when Frenetic makes a mistake, like not capturing this is just really not good. His Guardians being over here forever, like, there was even a moment where I think BloodyMonster could have easily decapped. What else? Oh yeah, so many Dark Reavers just dying when they try to run away that I don't know why they overstayed. Yeah, there's just too many mistakes, and then Frenetic after that started playing really well, but it doesn't matter when you put yourself into a position that just isn't good. Yeah, that just doesn't work. So, other than that, like, GG to BloodyMonster definitely won this one, but yeah, because he's so good, but I also think that Frenetic, those mistakes you should never do. But, guys, whatever, let's get to game 2. Let's see what happens in that one. Well played to BloodyMonster. We will see if this is going to be a 2-0 again, but we'll see. Let's get into it. Game 2, here it goes. Okay, now we got this one. I was wondering where Shoko Oasis was at. Like, we haven't seen this in a while, and I've been missing it already. So Frenetic, he starts on bottom hand side. He chooses Sugar Oasis, which might be a decent call. However, there is slack deposit, so I'm not sure about that one. But there's good heavy cover here in the middle and stuff, so we'll see. Regardless, man, we got Bone Singer, 2 Guardians, Fleet of Foot, Aspect Portal, and Plasma Generator. On the top hand side, BloodyMonster looks like he's up for the same things here. He's gonna go for all his Scarabs and Necron Warrior right after. No, he's gonna capture this outer point. I like it. The reason why I like it is just he gets good vision. He kind of knows that this is not being captured. Or, well, it would be really funny if Eldar went all the way there. So he's just trying to secure this outer point. Worst case scenario, he could just leave it. It's not the biggest deal. Yeah, it's not going to delay his plasma generators too much at all, actually. So yeah, good early game. He goes all his Scarabs, probably because he's not going to get rushed by Guardians. And Dark Reavers can get in there, but I think at that point, the Necro Warriors is already ready. Let's see here. Frenetic went for double Dark Reapers. So that's why he's delaying his that's why he's delaying his listing shrines a little bit. Plate of Foot obviously getting in here. So both players just focusing on economy. No one does anything crazy. There's not Scarabs in here decapping. The Dark Reavers didn't put on Fleet of Foot and just ran straight up here. So I also think this is a way bigger map. So you can't just walk in and just do your thing if you want to. Hey, let's see here.
We are here to fulfill our duty.
I just don't want to see the same mistakes from Frenetic. I'm fine with him losing. I'm just not fine with him doing like really, really bad stuff. But at least he's taking all his points, right, guys? I know Frenetic a little bit, so I think this guy is an absolute amazing dude, but yeah, he would agree with me. That was bad. So, trying to capture this relic while fighting here with the Dark Reapers. Decent. Really decent. He's gonna attack on the other side with the other Dark Reaper squad. Okay. I mean, BloodyMonster is definitely chilling here. Like, he's not really under pressure. And this will probably... BloodyMonster might know this, actually. Like, this is what I mean. Like, this is what I mean. These pro players are just like, they know exactly what these guys are. Yeah, it's just really, really phenomenal. It's really next level, honestly. Okay, so Necrolord just jumped over here. And yeah, kills one Guardian. That's good. This Listening Shrine will be built. But this Bone Singer might actually get one shot, so it needs to be very careful. Not getting controlled by Frenetic just yet. Okay, good. Necrolord not taking too much damage. That's good. Summoning Core getting into the mix. Yeah, these Guardians needs to get the hell out of here. Oh, what am I saying? This wasn't... Yeah. No matter. I for some reason, I thought it was Necrons. And it would have been funny if Necrons could walk that far. Yeah, nothing crazy happening right now. And I think that's actually to BloodyMonster's... I think that is a good thing for BloodyMonster, to be honest. Yeah, this Bone Singer's not gonna make it. Or is it? Yeah, I was about to say, what the hell is going on? Like, so many misses for some reason. Yeah, Flayed Ones is getting in. Are we getting the Necron Warrior? Oh my god. Yeah, BloodyMonster is gonna do his thing. He's not gonna go tier 2 here. He's gonna pressure Eldar to a very, very scary degree. Eldar will be approaching tier... I'm not sure if he should get this Plasma Generator. I think at this point he could just go tier 2 instead, but I'm not sure. Good Psychic Storm, however, here by Frenetic. Nice pressure here by BloodyMonster. It's really, really good. However, Frenetic does have a way better economy this time. Now getting the Soul Shrine. I think he has a problem because, like, BloodyMonster's knocking on his door with upgraded Necron Warriors. Flayed Ones is just going to get in here, overwhelm him. And he's still not even halfway to the Soul Shrine being finished. Okay. Yeah, there's no incoming tier 2 here for BloodyMonster. He's just gonna focus on killing these Eldar units here. Dark Reaper's gonna take so much damage, by the way. Farseer's gonna try and tie these guys up. Decent guide ability right here. But there just is not a lot of firepower right now on Eldar. And look what's on the other side. More Necron Warriors and Flayed Ones on top of it. Necron Warriors definitely taking some damage, but so is the Soul Shrine. Looks like Necron Lord actually jumped out. But that was a mistake because these morale drop Necron Warriors is not finishing this Listening Shrine. Okay. Okay, Necron Lord just sniped it. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, Soul Shrine is finally being built. We need optics instantly for Frenetic. Frenetic's still decent economy because he invested so well in it. Lord actually taking loads of damage here. Needs to disengage here. It's really important Frenetic doesn't lose too much right here. He might actually do it. He needs to get the hell out of here. He's not looking at these two units, I guess. They're a little apart from the rest of the squad. Farseer still does her thing on the front line. Let's see here. I think, yeah, I was about to say BloodyMonster can actually go tier 2 here. Because he doesn't lose too much in this whole exchange. And he's not reinforcing much either. However, Frenetic is comfortably tier 2 already. So he's feeling good here. I'm not sure. That actually could be kind of a bad sign for BloodyMonster. That even though he went tier 1.5... it just didn't work out. However, he definitely did damage. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. He sniped this one, which was hilarious. And he stopped this one. He stopped this one. So, it's not like he didn't do damage to Frenetic. It's just Frenetic still has a decent economy regardless. His army is definitely not bad. It's just not amazing. BloodyMonster plus 80. He's gonna keep on focusing on getting these Necron Warriors into the mix.
6 minutes until take and hold victory.
wet gate. Yeah, there's not much happening right now. It's actually kind of funny. We've had so many action-packed games, but this one is not that. There's not a lot of crazy stuff happening right now. However, models are in the mix, and it means Frenetic needs to get the hell out of here. But he does not react, I guess. No, he doesn't. This Falcon just goes down for free. That's not good. Okay, Vipers. Whoops. Getting Vipers. Vipers is definitely not bad in this instance. Good against buildings, good against generators especially. However, I do feel like we need something that actually fights these Immortals and these Necron Warriors. That the Vipers are not that good at. They're good at disruption and stuff. Oh my god, Frenetic, you need to choose your, you need to use your units here the correct way. Please control them. Oh, these Guardians, however, is getting completely obliterated. He's just everywhere, BloodyMonster, right now. Yeah. Frenetic, he just quits this one. I understand. There's just too many mistakes Frenetic is making. It's just really, really, really insane to me. I think Frenetic would agree, by the way. Like, losing this Falcon, losing a Viper for no reason, like, it's really... really not good. I do think that BloodyMonster definitely made some huge damage to him, but I felt like this was doable for Frenetic. This was definitely doable for him. He had decent economy regardless of him losing all of that. It's just, yeah, as soon as he got his vehicles, it didn't even work out. BloodyMonster was ahead from the get-go, so don't get me wrong. I definitely think BloodyMonster won this because BloodyMonster is too good. It's just, Frenetic, come on, man. Come on. You know better than this. Yeah, whatever. I'm actually a little sad that we ended on this note here, but you know what? I don't give a damn. We're gonna watch every single game. I don't care about where it's going. I don't care about what kind of game we're watching. But yeah, whatever, guys. Let's actually get into the finals. So we're gonna have... yeah, who would have thought? We're gonna have Master Yoba going up against BloodyMonster. Let's get it, guys. Okay, guys. So now we're here. We are in the winners bracket final. In this one, we got Master Yoba versus BloodyMonster. On the bottom hand side, we got Master Yoba playing as Orcs. He goes for 2 Slugger Boys and a Gretchen. He gets the Boys Hot. Will probably get a generator. I would be shocked otherwise. And yeah, Shooter Boys and Big Mac for sure. Master Yoba played really, really well. He kicked out Soulstorm in a very, very crazy best of 3. Soulstorm is now in the losers bracket because of this guy specifically. And yeah, Master Yoba has been on an absolute tear. He has been completely unstoppable in this tournament. He might be unstoppable the whole way, but we will see because he's up against this guy. BloodyMonster, he plays Necrons, and he goes for 3 Scarabs, a Necron Warrior, Necron Lord, another Necron Warrior, and then build a Scarab. Relatively fast eco here, and capturing this outer point here. BloodyMonster, he just kicked out Frenetic, and he actually performed really, really well, specifically on this map. We just saw that. This is Sugar Oasis, obviously really, really good map in general. I think this is a good map for Orcs, the more that I look into it. There's 5 points on each side, and yes, there's Slack Deposit, so Necrons definitely have a decent time here as well. But yeah, both players super, super strong, and we love it because they are playing their respective main races. BloodyMonster with Necrons and Master Yoba with Orcs. So let's see here, nothing crazy. Master Yoba just doing his standard build order. He wants to play it in the correct way. He does not want to take stupid risk because he knows that someone like BloodyMonster, you don't mess around with him. Looks like BloodyMonster is trying to protect this area because he wants to avoid some random attack from Master Yoba. Master Yoba now goes in with his Shooter Boys. One thing I've noticed with Master Yoba is that with his Shooter Boys, he walks out on the outer edge to capture something instead of actually capturing the nearest point from the boys hut. So it's very interesting to see the best orc player in the world do that kind of stuff. He consistently does it. And I think it's because if there's some early decap, shooter boys are better at handling that early decap from his outer points. Whereas Slugger Boys is kind of bad at it. But now we have a bash out here. Big Mac just teleported in to focus on these Necron Warriors. These shooter boys was a little bit in an awkward position at this negative cover. You also have Big Mac versus Necron Lord at this point. Necron Lord will beat Big Mac here. If Big Mac came in with full HP 1v1 against Necron Lord, he wins because his damage is just too ridiculous. But Necron Lord has more HP, so it's not an easy fight. And also, Master Yoba would rather just keep his Big Mac to do some more in the later stages of the game. Nicely done here. Master Yoba gets this listening post here on the relic of BloodyMonster. That's super solid. Summoning Core, however, coming in for BloodyMonster. He has pretty good economy. He's plus 70 already. Or very, very close. That's good. Tier 1 economy. Master Yoba is going to be a little careful. He can't just finish this listing post without having to fight for it. Slugger Boys are also in the mix. Let's see here. Big Mac is on the way. Very much a back and forth. However, Master Yoba has really, really good economy. He always has it in the early game. He always has like 110 or 104 requisition at this point. He masses really, really fast eco, which a lot of orc player does, but it just feels like Master Yoba takes it to another level. These Necron Warriors taking huge beatings here. But it's not going to be for long because more Necron Warriors and the Necron Lord is coming in here. These shooter boys are going to catch off these Scarabs, but they ignore them because they want to fight for this area immediately. BloodyMonster can't just afford Master Yoba to just take stuff away from him. So he's going to focus this listing post here. However, shooter boys are definitely doing some work here. Necron Warrior upgrade just came in. That's going to help this army really, really well for BloodyMonster. This listing post is still up. Necron Lord is going to have to do something about it. A lot of Necron Warriors are taking some damage. They need to teleport back. It's probably a little too much here. More Necron Warriors, however, is coming in. They're trying to go down in negative cover to get an advantage. Yeah, interesting play for BloodyMonster because he's doubling down now. He's going in with the Flame ones. And yeah, Master Yoba lost this area. Good play here by... really, really good play here for Master Yoba. Or BloodyMonster, I should say. Speaking of Master Yoba, however, Storm Boys is in the mix. Looks like Master Yoba is gonna take a little too much damage if he overstays here. Big Mac has already taken a bunch of damage. These guys are down in negative cover. They want to avoid that. Necrons does not get affected by that. Definitely some Slugger Boys dying here. Let's see here. Obviously, Pile of Guns is in the mix. Master Yoba already got Heavy Boy armor. He's now going to get Blastia research. That's going to help his shooter boys really, really well. He's also getting some big shooters here. Yeah, BloodyMonster is just going to push really, really hard here. But Master Yoba is going to double down. He does not want to lose this listing post for free. He's going to do the fight here. Looking at BloodyMonster plus 70. He's also getting the Ghost Turret to avoid getting backdoored. Also getting more and more Blade ones. No tier 2 here for BloodyMonster. However, Master Yoba can't afford tier 2 either. He needs to fight 24/7. There's a huge push here by BloodyMonster. But looks like Master Yoba is going to try all his best here to hold on. He cannot afford to just lose a listing post like this. He will, however, lose it. Or will he? It's very... Yeah, there's no way this listening post will survive. This is really, really detrimental. However, look at Master Yoba's army. It's massive here. Slugger Boys are gonna get in. He super hardcore reinforced them really, really badly. BloodyMonster wants some more fighting. I think he's overextending here. There's no reason to stay here. Master Yoba getting another generator here. Yeah, BloodyMonster just lost a whole Necron Warrior squad. It got wiped, basically. Master Yoba killing a lot of Necron units here. Some Slugger Boys up here. It's really a heavy push here by BloodyMonster. Really, really big push here. BloodyMonster is going to make his best to actually push out here Master Yoba. He's going to try and see if he can get this strategic point here. Both players are just really, really heavy fighting in this tier 1.5 setting. More choppy research getting in. I would say this is the two races that has the best tier 1.5 in the whole game. It's just too ridiculous. Orange gets really, really good upgrades. And has a lot of army in general. Good weapon upgrades with the big shooters. Whereas Necron Warriors, they just get a ridiculous upgrade. And Flayed ones are really good. Even if you just only get a few of them. But even if you spam them in the correct settings, they're very, very powerful. BloodyMonster is gonna take the fight. I think this because these guys are down in negative cover. However, these guys is in the light cover here. BloodyMonster is gonna take the fight for sure. Again, a big engagement here. Master Yoba just hit tier 2 in terms of population cap. BloodyMonster is also approaching tier 2 for sure. It's a very, very huge back and forth right now. It's a massive fight between these two players. They are two legends. This Stormboy squad just got away with murder. For some reason, it's still alive. These Slugger Boys, however, is definitely getting wiped here. Loads of Shooter Boys here in the back line here for Master Yoba. I think BloodyMonster needs to get out. We also have a backdoor in here. Good push here by BloodyMonster. I like it. However, these Gretchens here, they need to get focused. And so does BloodyMonster. But however, Master Yoba is also doing some backdoor shenanigans himself. BloodyMonster's trying to answer it with his Flayed ones here.
6 minutes.
Yeah, nicely done. Master Yoba needs to disengage here. It's a huge performance by both players. Really, really solid play. Looking at economy, however, yeah, BloodyMonster's stuck at plus 70. This is not ideal for tier 2. Whereas Master Yoba, he's not ideal for tier 2 either. In fact, it's kind of bad economy. Plus 80 to plus 20. That is really not good. He's not going to get vehicles, that's for sure. He might actually not go vehicles anyway against Necrons. He wants knobs, yeah. But still, the requisition is horrible for Master Yoba at this point. But I think he will recover it. Hopefully. Decent decap. These Slugger Boys has definitely done some work over here. But again, really, really nasty decap here. It's like Master Yoba is going to make a push here.
5 minutes until taken.
But so is BloodyMonster. He's going to push all he can here. Let's see here. We got some Knob Squads and some more Shooter Boys with Storm Boys. Looks like we're going to have something that looks like a base race. Blade One's getting in here. Greater Summoning Core in here. Good decap here. Master Yoba is definitely making a push here. Looks like BloodyMonster is thinking that he cannot make a push. This is a really, really good map plays here by Master Yoba. He's going to do it again. He's going to go for the Plasma Generator. And he's going all in fact, here. Now the Shooter Boys are getting in here. But the Wraith is right there just to stop them. Or is it because it's so low? Looks like these Slugger Boys actually managed to destroy one generator. That is detrimental to BloodyMonster's economy.
4 minutes.
His economy is already a little bit underwhelming here. Massive push here. Master Yoba, however, wants to disengage. Also, BloodyMonster is pushing here. God damn, these two players are so good. Every single time they go up against each other, it's always games like this. However, I do believe Master Yoba is definitely ahead. He's recovered most of his economy. Most of it. And he's getting the big mech shop. Or just the mech shop. Nob Squad's obviously in the mix here. Wraith is tying up these shooter boys for sure. This is such a heavy fight here. Master Yoba, however, is in with the Nob Squads. Nobody's going to kill them. At least as of now.
3 minutes until...
Hey, Destroyers are out. Really good unit right now. There's no AV here for Master Yoba. Master Yoba is not losing this relic just yet, but it's just about BloodyMonster seeing it. This is such a chaotic game. There's fights everywhere. This Destroyer is definitely wreaking havoc on these shooter boys. Yeah, Master Yoba is disengaging. He is not gonna want more. Trying to get some he's trying to get some vehicles here. Would be really good against this Necron warrior mass here to get some war tracks. Yeah, nicely done. A lot of Necron warriors just overstaying a little bit here. Yeah, this one generator being lost here for BloodyMonster is a little too much for him. He needs to recover this economy, but it's going to be very hard. Or is it? Because he's now going for the thermoplasma generator. Would be really good if he could finish it. Let's see if Master Yoba is going to have something to say about that. But BloodyMonster is going to, for sure, try and defend it with his life. Master Yoba is going to go in here. Blade Ones are going to join the party. More raw tracks are in the mix here. God damn, these Blade Ones are definitely... They're definitely a problem here for Master Yoba. Also, his vehicles is taking damage extra from these negative cover. But here's another problem. BloodyMonster does not have AV. He has no AV. Yeah, more war tracks are just getting in. And this thermoplasma generator is about to get finished. But what about his own generators? Master Yoba is going in here. This thermoplasma or this plasma generator is for sure going down. So good. Really good here for Master Yoba. He's plus 50 now, BloodyMonster. So, yes, he's getting his thermoplasma generator. But what about his normal generators? There's no scarabs here to actually defend or repair this plasma generator. Another plasma generator goes down. This is so well played here by Master Yoba. Good timing here. And still no AV for BloodyMonster. He cannot answer this. There's too many war tracks. A war truck on top of it. These Nob Squads are not going to get killed anytime soon. Finally, Immortals are out here. But this Nob Squad could just teleport in and tie these guys up. So well played here by Master Yoba. I'm not sure if I see the play here for BloodyMonster. He's up against an absolute behemoth player of Master Yoba here. Okay. Master Yoba looks like he's trying to push for a tier 3 here. Which would be very bad news for BloodyMonster. Yeah, Master Yoba's economy is pretty good. 103 to plus 56, or 59, I should say. And the globals getting in here for Master Yoba. A little late for his globals, but I think it's just because he has been fighting 24/7. And also, it's only now that he's gotten so much power here. Going into tier 2, he had 2 generators or something. BloodyMonster can't really push here. Master Yoba's army is just too strong. He's fortified really well in this whole area here. Yeah, and now BloodyMonster is trying desperately to recover his economy. I don't think BloodyMonster, even though he has this thermoplasma generator, I don't think he has a single time gotten above plus 70. That is definitely going to change right here.
Victory countdown has begun.
Necron a bit too low here. You might get the, you need the phase shift here. He's not phase shifting. This is a massive mistake here for BloodyMonster. I thought he was going to solo pulse, but instead Master Yoba is going to go in here. He's going to murder these Necron warriors for sure. This is a done game, I think, for Master Yoba. Master Yoba is absolutely obliterating BloodyMonster here. Yeah, this game is done. Huge performance by Master Yoba. Jesus Christ, dude. God damn it, dude. Yeah, so I think this was a very, very close game until the very, very end. I think I'm not saying this was the game break because Master Yoba was already in a pretty good position, but this one generator going down was really detrimental to BloodyMonster. I also think and again, my analysis are always like my 2 cents. I'm not a pro player, guys. But I think this overstay here and just so all in on tier 1.5, just pushing so hard Master Yoba, I think was good. But as soon as he already decapped this strategic point here, there's no reason to stay. And it also meant that he couldn't get into tier 2 while improving his economy. So even when he was in tier 2 plus 70, he just never got to the plus 80, which is usually what you want in tier 2. And it just felt like Master Yoba, he had such a strong army at that point. And he himself was getting into tier 2. And even though his economy was definitely bad at some point, it just rapidly improved again. Whereas BloodyMonster's economy never really truly recovered. And he tried to recover it with his thermoplasma generator. And I was thinking, okay, this is definitely a moment where BloodyMonster can get some sort of comeback. But then Master Yoba just absolutely destroyed him by like getting in here, just destroying like 2 or 3 generators in here. It's definitely unplayable for BloodyMonster. He cannot afford any of that. He was already having a kind of questionable economy by that point, but it was just getting worse and worse. So well played to Master Yoba. He takes this game. Let's see what happens in game 2, because these 2 guys are not messing around. There's a reason why they're in this winners bracket final. So let's get to game 2, guys, and see what happens over there. Okay, guys. So now we are into the second game, and BloodyMonster chooses Tranquility's End Remastered. This is a very, very good choice for a good Necron map. However, he has to play up against Master Yoba, and we just saw how tough that was. So BloodyMonster definitely needs to show up for this one, because otherwise he is going down in the losers bracket final. But however, let's talk about this game. We got Master Yoba. He goes for 2 Slugger Boys, a Gretchen, getting the boys hot, generator, same opening. We know what's going on. Shooter Boys and the Big Meg. But already here, you can see that he rally points out. Okay, now he's going for this one. Okay. So he actually is going to capture this inner point here. So he's not going to go over here that he sometimes do, the Shooter Boys. But yeah, let's check on the top high-end side. We got BloodyMonster. He goes for 3 Scarabs. Okay, so he goes for 3 Scarabs, a Necron Warrior, and we'll see what he does afterwards. But yeah, also building some generators here. This one is probably the... Yeah, that was the second one that got out of the monolith. So just kind of standard build order here for BloodyMonster. I would actually say this is standard. I think all Scarabs is kind of non-standard. You want the Necron Warriors just a tiny bit earlier so they can actually do something in the early game to actually defend the Scarabs. And 3 Scarabs is already good to produce before actually getting the 4th. And yeah, obviously Necron Lord right after. Looks like Master Yoba, as you can see here, tried to get this. But BloodyMonster is already here to actually disrupt him a little bit.
Job's a good un, boss. Here to fix your cabin.
Yeah, so standard build order. Looks like Big Mac just teleported in here. Wants to reach this area as fast as he can, but I think he won't make it. Because this is definitely going to be a decap here. Yeah. However, I do believe, yeah, the whole Scarab squad actually went down. One Slugger Boy also got killed here. Looks like Master Yoba is gonna try and see if he can actually get this for sure. I think he can be making it, but the Necron Lord should be out, and he is. He's gonna teleport in here. Gonna go for the Big Mech for sure. Yeah, and BloodyMonster, he's not gonna have... He's not wanting to have this happen to him. So he's gonna decap here. Slugger Boys with the Big Mech is actually morale dropped here. Nicely done here for BloodyMonster. He's even getting this Ghost Turret because he's not having any of it. He does not want this area to get captured 24/7. Yeah, BloodyMonster trying to approach plus 70. Here, Master Yoba. Plus 92 to plus 10. Big Mac has already taken significant damage. He's less than half HP here. Yeah, he's teleporting out because otherwise he was actually gonna get so much damage on him. Decent defense here by BloodyMonster. He is approaching the plus 70. He's getting his summoning core. Let's see if he wants the upgrade or he wants some earlier tier 2 shenanigans. Pile of guns getting into the mix here for Master Yoba. Master Yoba is using the terrain here really well. Kiting a little bit to avoid losing any Shooter Boys. Black Necron Lord is going in here, but he's not wanting to do any of it because he's just gonna take so much damage. Storm Boys are also out. We all know what the Storm Boys can do in this matchup. They're good at tying up units, but what they're also real good at is actually getting the backdoor here. But right now, they're not backdooring anything. They're just jumping in here. Those are Necron Warriors definitely taking some damage here. 2 has already gone down in this whole exchange. BloodyMonster's kind of in a weird spot here. Yeah, these Necron Lords, Necron Warriors taking so much damage. But speaking of Necron Lord, he's already half HP here. This is really good here for Master Yoba. He's kind of outplaying BloodyMonster here, I feel like. BloodyMonster's Necron Lord is so low here. Yeah, these Necron Warriors definitely need to teleport out, and so they will. Tier 2 coming in for BloodyMonster. Kind of early tier 2.
We're under attack.
Definitely early tier 2. Heavy Boy Armor was already researched here for Master Yoba, so now he's getting the more Daka research, actually. Sometimes we don't even see this more Daka research before later on, even in tier 2, because it's so slow compared to what you get. Okay, Master Yoba is actually jumping in here. Gonna see if he can actually interrupt this obelisk being built here. He's gonna kill these Builder Scarabs for sure. Yeah, now gotta focus these Necron Warriors. Necrolord, he phase shifted to actually save this obelisk. But can he save his Necron Warriors? I'm not sure. They're unupgraded. They're taking so much damage right here. It's such a massive, nasty push here. And Master Yoba needs to get the hell out of here because it's too much now. The Flayed ones are in the mix. Tier 2, however, is hit here for BloodyMonster. Let's see how he does with it. He already got some artifacts on this Necrolord. I can never remember what this artifact that he has right now is called. But it's pretty good. The less said, yeah, whatever. I can't speak it. I just don't know what it's called. This obelisk is definitely going down. This is actually really, really well played by Master Yoba. He's doing so much right here. BloodyMonster is taking a lot of beating here. Yeah, Master Yoba's economy is amazing. He's already tier 2. He just got more choppy. He's getting his 4th generator here. He can almost do whatever he likes. He's also getting the knobs. And you know what? BloodyMonster is kind of stuck at this tier 2 here. He's not gonna get tier 2.5 anytime soon. And his army is bleeding right now. He's gonna decap here because he can't afford it. But Master Yoba is responding immediately. But so is BloodyMonster. He's jumping in here, saving these Builder Scarabs with the phase shift here. Really, really good. Okay. Good reaction here for BloodyMonster. However, these Necron Warriors are taking loads of damage. We need to teleport out so we're not getting a full wipe. Yeah. We don't have enough Wraiths here for BloodyMonster. Definitely need some more Wraiths for these shooter boys. BloodyMonster's trying to approach plus 80, and he will succeed. He is finishing this generator here. But these Stone Boys are still very problematic. He's also trying to get the Summoning Core, Greater Summoning Core, I should say. But he can't finish it because these Stone Boys are actually focusing this Builder Scarab.
6 minutes.
Yeah, that's a whole wipe. BloodyMonster tries desperately to actually finish it. Yeah, and this Builder Scarab is also getting killed here, I think. Not having any Builder Scarabs left is actually really bad for BloodyMonster. Okay, he actually has a bunch. But these Builder Scarabs are getting murdered 24/7. This Greater Summoning Core is really awkward for BloodyMonster to actually build. His whole army is right here. He's trying to get the Necron Warrior upgrade here. Disruption Field. Master Yoba is so relentless in this game. It's such a dominant performance. Yeah, now these knobs are in this mix here. It's gonna be completely impossible to stop them, I think. They're so tanky. They got the more choppy research. However, morale might get dropped, but not in time. They actually take down the plasma generator. This is so disgusting to watch. It's such a nasty performance here by Master Yoba. He is so convincing in this one. He's also getting his war truck. Yeah, this is... Honestly, the more I look at it, the more I think BloodyMonster just can't recover from this kind of pressure here. Master Yoba is really dominant in this game.
Victory countdown has begun.
Yeah, what is BloodyMonster's going? Yeah, he says GG, well played. I just don't, yeah. Holy. Master Yoba looks... He, honestly, no joke. Master Yoba looks unbeatable in this tournament. It is so disgusting to watch. He is so good. He is so good. I've actually seen some people when I always say that Master Yoba is probably the best player of all time. I've actually seen some people explain to me how that is kind of an overreaction, and it is true. I wasn't around for the old school games and stuff. I understand that. It's just watching Master Yoba in this era here, and how he just completely wipes the whole board. We're talking superstar players, and he just wins against them like it's just another Saturday morning, you know? It is so disgusting to watch. The one player that actually pressured Master Yoba the most was Soulstorm, and even in that one, Master Yoba looked pretty convincing in the end. It just... Yeah, we will see. So this means that Master Yoba is guaranteed the grand final. He will get to the grand final, and his opponent is going to be determined in the next video when we are going to watch the last couple of losers bracket games. So that will be... Yeah, that will be fire. I can't wait for that one. It's going to be exciting, but regardless, Master Yoba, he wins this winners bracket tournament, or this winners bracket series, and he's getting into the grand final. He might win the tournament, though. He might win the whole thing, because... Yeah, this looks disgustingly convincing. So well played to Master Yoba. He takes this series, and yeah, guys, I have nothing else to say other than, you know, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Peace.